Hello everybody, this is Chris's Homebrew Sports and Video Games. Today we are going to do Game 3 of the preliminary round between Oklahoma City and Miami. Get to start out as Oklahoma City. So, I've got some news, which I won't go into very many details, but as of last night, my part-time job has evaporated, and now I've got a bunch of time on my hands. Let's just say some BS happened with a passenger, and again, I can't go into too many details, but needless to say, now I've got all kinds of time on my hands. So I'm still going to be uploading videos on Sunday, and for now, that's what's going to happen. So, first things first, we need to check and make sure the settings are kosher. So now I'll take this opportunity to give out my shout-outs. If you are interested in the market for some Avon stuff, you would be well served by seeing my friend Katie. I will include her link in the description. If you like to watch people play pool or possibly some Call of Duty in the future, my friend Sir Danny Schizo, I will include his link in the description. And if you like what you see, hit the like and subscribe button. I also have a PayPal, and I will include that link in the description.
Coming to you tonight from the American Airlines Arena with a look high above here in Miami. Hello and thanks for joining us at Noche de NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We're going to break in the action, so let's take
what I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to film the first half.
To be in fifth place in the conference so far.
And then let the camera charge up and then film the second half.
That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo up front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's George in at the small forward. And for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the point. It'll be the Thunder off the tip, and the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Adebayo. Robinson for three. Gallinari with the rebound. Passes up to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, the Thunder began on this defensive defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
And he makes the first. And for the Thunder defense, Doris, it starts with their rebounding.
Well, you have to begin with their strong interior defense. That lets their wings get out and pressure and take some chances. Defense has turned into a pillar for this team.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Nunn. Pass to Butler. Free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
You know, I think, guys, in addition to becoming an elite two-way player, what I love about Jimmy Butler is the passion he plays with.
And the first one drops. Doris, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit up in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
Now, here's Adams. And the layup is good.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Pass to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
He'd have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And they double up. Here's Nunn. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Well, this is why Butler has become a real threat on the offensive end. Yes, he's a great scorer, but he is equally capable and adept at finding the open guy.
Now, here's Adams. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here is Robinson. Gallinari making his last shot. Here's Butler.
That's a nice shot.
Butler's got 6.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Now, here's Gallinari. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Utah.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
They're trailing by 4. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one mate. And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
knocks down the first one.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season. Gets out in the country and puts in that work.
And so Butler nails both of them. And so it's Ball bringing it up for Oklahoma City. 6-point game. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Butler.
Boy, out in transition, Butler gets his eyes on the rim, and there's no denying him.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Here's Robinson, following the score by Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 6. Butler pass to none. And Chris Paul picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, what a terrible foul there. Shot clock winding down, and he ends up bailing out the offense with a silly foul.
And Miami has possession. 6-point lead. The kick outside to Butler, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Thunder have gotten 3 big shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Gallinari. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Gallinari's got his second bucket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Nunn passes to Butler. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got 12.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Thunder trailing by 6. Paul dishes to Gallinari. Shoots from 14, and it's good off the glass.
I'll tell you, Adams becoming more and more of a target on the offensive end. Superb at sinking shots close to the rim because of his size.
Here's Butler. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 14.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And there was a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. On defense, Miami. 6-point game.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And Adams sends it back.
Well, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
Butler finds Jones. Here's Nunn. Gallinari covering. 6 on the shot clock. Free throw line jump shot. The offensive rebound. Adebayo with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Adams. Jimmy Butler making his last shot.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Here's an opportunity for us now to focus on some small forwards who play anything but small. The leading shot blockers at the 3 spot.
Well, it's too late to start it now.
And to despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Gallinari. And Jones pulls it down.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
With the Heat back on the rise, the Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good, but the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments, and that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
The Thunder going with a whole new group out there.
And with a break in the action, let's look at the stats for Jimmy Butler. 8th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Now here's Noel. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Diallo the pass to Moscato. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. The pass to Diallo. Here's Ferguson. Schroeder passes to Noel. Over Adebayo. Here's Schroeder. They can't stop the run with that one.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Here's Dragic. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Heat lead by 13.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Diallo. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
The kick outside to Butler. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. They're trailing by 13. Schroeder, left side. Crowder with the steal. Here's Dragic. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Passes it to Hero. Back to Dragic. Outside Butler. On the high post. Here's Crowder. Thunder with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz. Now here's Noel. Not a lot of room. And they pick up 2. Now Dragic. 6 points for him. Pass to Adebayo. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute, Kevin.
Bucket is good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Well, Heat leading by 11. Here's Dragic. And he uses the glass on the lane. Dragic has got 8.
And he's caught fire this quarter. Yet to miss a shot. And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
And good that time. 10 points for him.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Count it.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. 13-point lead. Now you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Kicks to Crowder. Heat moving the ball around. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Dragic against Schroeder. Outside Dragic. And he's going up for the alley-oop. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Schroeder, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Well, when Dennis Schroeder is in attack mode, he is skilled enough to get the defense to overcommit.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
First free throw is good.
I think one of the important things for Dennis Schroeder is to keep trying to become more and more efficient. Let his offense come naturally and improve as a distributor.
So he gets them both. Heat leading by 10. Now here's Dragic. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Dragic has got 14.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Alright guys, so it's the Heat 43 and the Thunder 31 after 1. And now we will start the second quarter and play as the Heat.
On display for Miami. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we'll be right back after this. You learn about Jimmy Butler's difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Well, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
We welcome you back to Noche Latino. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Myers Leonard is out there with a Olynyk. Then there's Dragic. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Silva in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Noel against Olynyk. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. Clock at 6. From deep. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Leonard the pass to Silva. He's off on that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. It's Noel atop the key. And Noel throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, how about Noel knowing how to throw it down? Fantastic finishing these drives.
Here's Olynyk. Thunder with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Baseline jumper. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
Here's Iguodala. The Thunder pull it in.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
It's good on the putback.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Now the pass to Silva. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Heat missing. They're trailing by 6. Here's Schroeder. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And after nailing a 3-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
It's hauled in by Diallo.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Pass to Muscala. Schroeder outside. Puts one up from 19. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7. The players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Boris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably that maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all-NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress. Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Or as you think about the anchor of this team, Steven Adams just holds it down in the middle.
Oh, Steven Adams does so much, but it all starts on the defensive end with this guy. He takes away so much space on the interior. He is commanding on the backboards. He contests shots. Everything you could hope for, Steven Adams brings.
In the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. If you look at Miami, they've had a great season. We'll look to extend that into the playoffs.
And you know, for the Heat, they've moved toward the postseason with one of the best records in the league. Safe to say, this is not where most people thought they'd be at this stage of the year.
Well, there really was no way you could have predicted they'd have this kind of season. The only people that aren't surprised are the players and the coaches themselves.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's Gallinari. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Trying to get something going, and he overshot that one, missing. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Dort. Olynyk is covering. Dort misses.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for the report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several All-Star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school. I will do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. None passes to Silva. Leonard inside. Gallinari on him, and it's Leonard missing. Down low, here's Paul. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Miami shooting 47%. Pretty solid. Silva, the pass to Leonard. Over Gallinari, and that one hits back iron.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Adams outside. Dishes to Paul. Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dort. Another shot. Adams' shot is off. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
Adams is used to scoring through contact. Make no mistake, he'll show you some strength every now and again.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. Fires from deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Paul passes to Adams. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded closer. Adams finds Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Olynyk. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Olynyk's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I think excellent touch from the post, and you get the sense they trust Olynyk here. Fantastic at utilizing his size.
Inside, here's Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Heat trail by 4. It's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Paul passes to Gallinari. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And the Heat call time here. Doris Adams, a terrific player on the floor. You know what? He's a great teammate as well. They always talked about the great chemistry he brings to the Thunder.
And anyone who's had a conversation with Steven Adams knows he is quite a character. This guy is so easygoing. He's fun. I think he brings a great vibe to the locker room.
numbers for Paul. 6th in free throw percentage, 12th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. Here's Robinson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And with the
Looks like Duncan Robinson. Yep, it is Duncan Robinson from the U of
It's an
M.
honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Robinson hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Adams dishes to Gallinari. Pass to Paul. Crowder against Gallinari. 6 to shoot. Releases. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to Charlotte. Left side Crowder over Gallinari. Some solid defense from Gallinari. The Thunder leading by 8. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Here's Hero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Heat have been excellent at the free throw line. Here today, a flawless 6 for 6. That's good from Hero.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And so he hits both. So it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. 6-point game. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game is the first and last of their home series. Good on the bucket. That's 10 points for Steven Adams.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Over to the wing. Here's Hero. Here's Adebayo. Up, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Hero. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Paul looking around, pulls it up. It's Adebayo Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 9 now. 1-0 for Houston. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 8, and the basket from Hero. Oklahoma City has gotten into trouble with the free ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. To the inside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5.
And you know, you can't impact the shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And with this break, why don't we check out the hottest shooting point guards over the last month? Third is Chris Paul.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
You know, that intelligence is really their hallmark. Always taking the smart shot, never forcing it when it's not there. You know, that's how they're able to keep their percentages so high. That and the fact that they can flat out shoot.
Free throw good, Crowder. Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, and now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization, and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
It's stolen by Schroeder. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the half. Diallo, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And Crowder slams it in.
Don't you love the way Jay Crowder slashes into the teeth of the defense, superb at penetrating towards the cup.
To the paint, here's Schroeder, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Here's Crowder, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And that's now 6 points for Jay Crowder. Here's Ferguson, defended by Butler. Takes it out to Schroeder. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Dragic. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Schroeder looking around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Dennis Schroeder over the years, boy, as he started to harness all that energy and talent.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The first one falls. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Misses, so he splits the free throws. The Heat trail by 5. Dragic the pass to Jones. Back to Dragic. Good ball movement here by Miami. Three-pointer, Butler. The Heat rebound. Here's Adebayo. And another basket for Miami.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And here's Schroeder from deep three-point range and the left.
Alright, so at halftime it is Oklahoma City 71 and the Heat 68. So I'm going to stop the video here and let the camera charge up. and then then we'll see you guys on the other side. Hello everybody, we're back. Gonna play the third quarter. And then I'll stop the recording because, well, I gotta cook dinner. So.
Shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. Danilo Gallinari, he is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Oklahoma City.
Let's adjust the camera here a minute.
And are now out in front with momentum behind them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
There we go.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I was supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We saw Danilo Gallinari lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive board. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. They need to try to get a little bit more transition, more pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Gallinari and Adams, the combo on front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the three, the small forward. And it's Butler missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
It's his first trip to the line.
And guys, you look back to their loss last time out. He missed a lot of free throws that cost them.
One falls for him.
What I love about Steven Adams
Update on the YouTube uploads. Last time I checked, the first video was at 66%.
Growing offensively.
So I expect them to be done sometime this evening. Just an FYI.
That one is no good. The Heat trail by 4. To the middle, Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Paul left side, over Adebayo. That's good from Paul on the assist by Adams. Adams has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Nunn. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And now an 8-point Thunder lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
Kicks to Butler. Adebayo passes to Butler from 12 feet out. Almost, but it rolls out.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
The 11-footer. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Butler in the corner. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Gallinari gets to Adams. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
This is Steven Adams at his absolute best. This guy is a high percentage shooter because he understands how to use his range.
Down low, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 13 rebounds. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet. He can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And Paul gets it to go in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
He gets it in there. Nunn's got his second basket of the night.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 8. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Robinson misses. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Dort. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Robinson passes to Nunn. Now, here is Robinson. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Adebayo, chip back in for 2. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
And a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Iguodala's checked in. Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. Top assisting centers and power forwards this year. Bam Adebayo, third.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
A feel for the game and terrific court vision. There's not an angle or an open teammate that they won't spot and find right away. The simple little draw and dish play is elevated to an art form by that group.
The Heat trail by 11. To the paint. And Adams sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Gallinari in the corner. Over Jones. And it's Gallinari missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
It's Iguodala with the drive, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Olynyk, he's checked in for Miami. So it's Miami now. Here's Butler. Off the inbound, no good.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Tries from the block. And it's Gallinari missing. The Heat shooting the ball at 42%. None passes to Olynyk. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Olynyk's got 6. And it's Ball with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. With a 9-point lead. Iguodala, the pass to Nunn. The pass to Adebayo. 5 to shoot. On the Iguodala as he lets it go. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 6.
Well, Iguodala gets himself squared up before shooting. You can't give him that kind of space.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Here's Dunn. That one, no good. Adams, some nice D.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And it's Gallinari missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish. Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Paul, and some very quick points for him on that possession. And the Thunder lead by 6.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
And the Heat call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. Stats for Gallinari, 12th in free throw percentage, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. Good on the shot. And that's now 18 points for Gordon Dragic.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Gallinari. Second chance effort. Adams' shot is good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Dragic against Schroeder. To the inside. Olynyk. And the rejection by Noel. A nice shot by Gallinari. And now it's an 8-point Oklahoma City lead.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Well, you got to admire how effective Andre Iguodala is, just excelling at getting inside and finishing with authority.
Adams' shot is good. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Hero. He's got 6. Iguodala dishes to Dragic. Shoots over Schroeder. No good from Dragic. The Thunder leading by 8. Gallinari kicks to Adams. Poked away. Olenek with the steal. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Here's Hero. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
That's a 2 from Ferguson. Offensive rebound. Ball's not loose. Olenek with the steal. Schroeder against Dragic. And the rejection by Noel. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
In the first few seasons in the NBA, not an easy time for Terrence Ferguson. Young wings have their ups and downs, but the franchise still very much believes in his talent.
And that one misses. And with Ferguson, the fans can be hard on him, expecting more. But Greg, it's going to take time for him.
You know, Ferguson has already made big strides with his defense. The shot and consistency.
He just missed that.
But the fans will have to be patient. A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Dragic against Schroeder. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Dragic.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
And Adams with the slam.
Well, you love when Steven Adams shows his strength. Even with the defense in his grill, he finds a way to score.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. Diallo, he's checked in for Gallinari. Good, Adams. Here's Dragic. He's got 20. Here's Hero. Inside, Crowder. And Crowder passes it in.
Boy, I love the strong finish from Jay Crowder. He doesn't settle on the layup, demonstrates his impressive vertical.
Here's Hero. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 4 assists now tonight.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Pass to Noel. Nobody near Schroeder. Nice shot from the wing. Schroeder's got 14 points for the game.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
Dragic taking his time here. A 3. Ferguson with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 9. Thunder passes to Noel. Here's Adams. And good work on the boards to pick up the second chance points. Adams has got 12 points here in the second half. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Leonard finds Crowder. into the paint. Here's Silva, and the rejection by Noel. And he gets it back. And that one's good. Leonard.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Schroeder. Back to Diallo. Puts up a three. Doesn't go for it. And Miami the other way now. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. Seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Noel. And again, Oklahoma City. No good. Crowder feeling it out a bit. From deep. And no luck with that shot.
Alright, so we have the Thunder 106 and the Heat 98. Can the Heat come back and win and go to... I don't know if it's Denver or Boston that's next. I think it's Boston. So we will be back after dinner. Okay, we're back. We are going to continue on and finish this game.
On the buzzer beater. And so it's Oklahoma City in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Let me fix this camera. There we go.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
And Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. 8-point game. All right now, a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Heat. Jake Crowder out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Dragic into the point guard. Outside Crowder. Good ball movement here by Miami. Goes up the baseline. And another shot. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Dragic.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Dragic against Schroeder. Good work defensively by Jones.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W.
And the first one at the line is good. All checked in for Oklahoma City. Leonard hits them both. Paul with the ball. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Schroeder passes to Paul. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Outside Butler. Pass to Jones. Over Muscala. Miami no good on that time either. Oklahoma City leading by 6. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Jones, no luck. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Noel. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is split down to 8 on the bucket from Jones. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Schroeder dishes to Muscala, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
The shot's good from Paul.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
Leonard finds Butler. A 15-footer. No good off the back of the rim.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
The Heat trail by 10. Butler on the way. Jones trying to get open, and Butler gets it to go on the assist by Jones. And that's 20 points for Jimmy Butler.
Wow, very close to a potential and one. Butler converting through contact.
To the inside, Paul. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Thunder lead by 10.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And that one falls for Jones. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Leonard. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports. Worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
With David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort. game rebounding everyone involved. That was his only focus. Yep.
Thank you, David. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. The Heat trail by 11. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Jones. Here's Adebayo. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the rejection by Noel. Ball against Butler. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Free throw good from Gallinari. So it's Miami now. And stolen by Noel. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by the Heat. Jones has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Robinson trying to get open as Adebayo. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Robinson. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Robinson. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. The epic counts, and the Thunder lead by 12.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Jones, no luck.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little bit.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City, leading by 12. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Robinson. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He dishes it to Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. 20 points for Chris Paul.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle. And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
There's the three. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo. Robinson down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covers. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Robinson. Ball outside. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Free throw, no good. And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. Second free throw, good. The Heat trail by 13. Unloads from 13. Jones, no luck.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Nunn. Butler on the way. Jones in the post. Gallinari on him.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here. Now, that possession, to me, highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Heat shooting 40% in the fourth.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Adebayo. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Gallinari attacking.
Clearly a foul.
That free throw good from Gallinari. And the Heat making a change here. Dragic has checked in. And he makes both free throws. The Heat trail by 19. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Rough shooting night tonight.
Shit, I can't do that because my social security check won't go anywhere.
Ball kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 24 points.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
The Thunder leading by 21. And here is Paul. With Samart, tips it up, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the Heat all-time hit. Seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now. But when you look in your crystal ball, George, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Steven Adams.
Hey guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
They increased his role tonight after dropping their last game, and the move paid off. He's been the best player on the court by far, and now they don't have to worry about a losing streak. Dragic the pass to Robinson. Here's Adebayo. Miami no good on that time either.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Gallinari outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 33 points for Gallinari.
The vision, the timelessness of Chris Paul's game for many years. He's made everyone around him better. You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
People look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is, success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
Gallinari surveying the D. Pass to Burton. Over Iguodala. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And the Thunder making a change here. Muscala's checked in. There's a minute 47 left in the game. Iguodala outside. Here's Silva. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Passes it to Baisley. He's looking for Muscala and finds him.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And this will make it 21 victories for them on the year.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play. Exactly a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steven Adams.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And here are the Heat now. Stolen. Now here's Diallo. He's guarded by Dragic. Burton, the pass to Nader. Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Got a hand on it. Muscala with the ball.
All right, guys.
For Oklahoma City is
150 to 121. Oklahoma City will be going to Denver or Boston. I'm not sure which one is next. I will see you guys later, and that will be it.
Sends it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much.